Welcome back to Coors Field, where the countdown to the first pitch continues. Thousands of fans will flood the seats behind us here in just a few hours. Now, Coors Field is actually one of the oldest stadiums in the National League. Built in 1995, it is the third oldest.
Which is kind of crazy, because
Right.
it doesn't feel old.
It doesn't. Wrigley Field in Chicago, the oldest, built in 1914, and Dodger Stadium is the second oldest, that opened in 1962. Now, before Coors was even built, Denver voters approved funding for Coors Field before Colorado even had a team. In 1985, the National League had plans to expand by 2 teams. In 1989, voters in a 6-county area approved a sales tax for stadium construction. Again, this was before Denver even had a team. It wouldn't be until June 1991 that Denver would be awarded a team. Construction then started in October of 1992. Once the stadium was built, they added 50,398 seats, the third highest seating capacity in the MLB. Dodger Stadium has the most seats with 56,000.
Pretty impressive. And with all that in mind, we're going to bring in the Senior VP of Ballpark Operations here, Kevin Kahn. Kevin, it is, again, weird to say that this is an old ballpark. Third oldest ballpark now in the National League, opening up in 1995. It still has a lot of charm, though. Does this feel like an old park to you?
It doesn't, and it just seems like we opened yesterday, and here we are in our 32nd season already.
When I think of old ballparks, I think of Wrigley Field, like you mentioned. I think of Fenway, of course, in Boston, and that's about it. But it has changed in Major League Baseball recently. It seems like teams keep ballparks for like 20 years, and then they go to changing them again.
They do, but that's not what we're about here. We want Coors Field to be the icon that Wrigley Field and Fenway Park and Dodger Stadium are.
There is something so special about sitting here at Coors Field and watching a game, whether you're in the bleachers or you're in a suite and you see the sunset there behind the Jumbotron. I mean, there is something so iconic about being here at Coors Field.
It is. It's spectacular here, sitting right in the middle of a vibrant downtown, having the mountains out behind left field. Those sunsets are just beautiful.
There's something about this ballpark, the way it's situated in the city. Every time I drive past it, I have this like compulsion to want to text my sons a picture of the stadium. Now, normally I'm driving, so I know that's not a good idea, so I don't. But the thought is there. Just the situation. Can you talk about how this ballpark was set up and its placement within the city, and how that really speaks to just the overall environment throughout the course of the summer?
Yeah, we really wanted to take advantage of the location here. So the walkability from downtown, the ability to see the mountains and experience Colorado, and I think we definitely take advantage of that.
I know there's a whole crew that makes the grass look like that with my initials down there, by the way. They've been working so hard to make it perfect. Talk about, like, I know there's a whole grounds crew, but you're part of making this stadium so beautiful. Talk about what goes into making this game day ready.
Yeah, it's quite a bit of work. Mark Razum, our head groundskeeper, and his staff, they put in a new field last fall. So to get that to take and be ready, to put the CR in the grass is a huge undertaking. And in addition to cutting it, they have brooms to sweep it to get it to that look.
I know you appreciate the history of this ballpark, 31 years now, but once in a while you do have to bring something new to the park to just keep fans excited. Something new this year that you know fans are just going to really enjoy.
Yeah, I think it's really important for us, given the age, that we keep the ballpark relevant to the wants and needs of our fans. So obviously the biggest project that we've ever had was a rooftop project to bring a whole new dynamic and a whole new demographic up to that area. This year was a lot of infrastructure. 30-year-old stadium, think of a 30-year-old house. We're replacing boilers and chillers, concrete work, elevators, escalators, all of that. That's the non-sexy stuff, but if it doesn't work, then it really adversely affects the fans' experience.
Kevin, we appreciate you coming out here earlier this morning. I know you have a long day ahead of you, home opener 2026, but thank you again and good luck this season for sure.
Thank you very much.